south of our position here at Hampton Downs Motorsport Park. Bruce Tannock, he won this round the last time we were here in the Pro Sport. That's when we allowed both the Pro and the drivers to do both Pro Sport and the Pro Championship. He won the round, he won the championship that year, and of course was looking to go back-to-back on the same day, going up against Cole Armstrong. When we remember Bruce pushing out slightly wide into the first turn, and Cole the Mole hard on the gas and off on his way to win that round there. So Bruce Tannock and Kang, they will be the first cars up. Of course, the Mag and Turbo S13 going up against Kang, and that beautiful Nissan R32.4, 34 fronted 32, and that's the Blackpool liquor machine, and it's a big start for Bruce Tannock. Tannock gets into driving motion as he throws it into the right-hander here at Hampton Downs, in through that NZ Vapor clip. Both drivers missing the clip, and you can see a decent sized gap forming between Bruce Tannock and Kang. Kang didn't have the greatest Wellington round. He came a gutser and hit the concrete pretty hard, managing to come back and finish off his so we see the DKM Fabrication sign. There is the lights just behind those signs. They get triggered, and then I think it's a minimum of 5 seconds before seeing a green, as we see both of these cars. Slight weight transfer, side skirt coming off, left-hand side of the Blackpool liquor machine out of Kumu. Kang, all we see is hit the dirt with the right rear tyre, come off his line. Bruce Tannock trying to mirror the lead driver's run, and the RB30 certainly not struggling for pace, finishing off the section here at Hampton Downs. We have got a result here. Bruce Tannock slide left, Kang slide right. Of course, check out at Mag and Turbo for Bruce Tannock, and it will be 1, 2, 3 strikes in favour of Bruce Tannock. Bruce Tannock, it will go through, and he will be battling Geordie Cole, 15 of Jesse Greenslade. So 900 horsepower Mustang versus the power of the RB 850. That's the Nissan S15 of Jesse Greenslade. It'll be Shane Allen to start. Shane Allen, of course, this is home for these drivers here, as he sets himself up in the big monster 900 horsepower Falcon. Nice job to hit that inside clip. Probably does, probably the only person who would drift at this track more than Shane Allen would be none other than Mad Mike Woodett himself. And Shane comes through, blows down the Turbo Smart banner, but a great job in chase. Shallow, but right on the door for Jesse Greenslade. That'll be a hard one to call. So TTI replay on screen as we go through. It's the Galore Parts Group Pro Championship, round number 3 here at Hampton Downs. So inside clip, rocking that car over. It's a big car, and you can see it absolutely billowing off the smoke. Now, of course, if you're a purist, or if you are somebody who's followed the D1NZ for many years, you'll know that that car there, which has been campaigned by everyone from Shane van Gisbergen and, of course, Shane Allen himself, was retired in favour of the Mustang. Shane came back and said, you know what, I actually do enjoy driving the Falcon. The Falcon's a car I love to drift. And today So they had both cars here yesterday. Both cars were run, and I think Shane elected to go for the Falcon. I was talking to the team, and Kurt Whitaker was originally going to campaign that car in the entire D1NZ season, and he said that that car has had a lot of changes made, and he said that he himself thought it was a championship-winning chassis and engine combination. Let's see what Shane can do this time here as he tries to get right on the door. Nice and close. He comes off the line. That's okay for the chase car, though. Jesse Greenslade managing to pull a gap through a shallower line, but will run up. Let's see if the power of the Mustang can get up on that, close that gap between himself and Greenslade. Nice run for both of these drivers. Personally, I think I'd go for the nod in favour of Shane Allen, but I am not a judge. Black Lion, official live stream partners for the D1NZ National Drifting Championship. TTI replay on screen, and it is a nice, well, it was a nice, started off with a nice dive by Shane Allen. Jesse Greenslade managed to pull away slightly, but then the big Mustang, the big Falcon starts its fight back. Crossing the line to finish. Going going to see a result on screen. Who will it be? Slide left for Shane Allen, slide right for Greenslade. Brendan Dunker, Dan Mackey. Zach Pole says one more time. Brendan Dunker, Dan Mackey head in favour of Shane Allen. Shane Allen will go through and challenge Ben Jenkins. Talking about the Jenkins boys, we've got one of them out on track right now in the form of Troy Jenkins, and he will be chasing down the brand new chassis debuted this weekend of Carl Thompson. So Carl Thompson looked like he struggled later on yesterday afternoon, but right now he's certainly on point. Hitting the inside clip before making his way down into turn 2 here at Hampton Downs. Troy tries to dive down and gain back his proximity, but a nice line for Carl Thompson. A slight correction for Troy Jenkins as both of these cars come through. Second half of the battle between Troy Jenkins and Carl Thompson. So Troy Jenkins' turn to lead the way. He sets himself up. Carl Thompson goes shallow. He's allowed to do that. And they're both dialing on the angle. Jenkins, he certainly hits the clip this time as they fly through into this. Might have seen a right rear tyre off and a big correction. And that correction there is potentially going to cost Carl Thompson the win as Troy Jenkins motors his way through the big sweeping right-hander here at Hampton Downs. Carl Thompson, oh, he's not going to be happy with that. The judges. So who do you think it will be? Carl Thompson's on the left. Troy Jenkins is on the right. Brendan Dunker, Dan Mackey, Zach Pole. Zach Pole heads towards Troy Jenkins, and as does Dunker and Mackey. 3 swipes right in the favour of Troy Jenkins. Troy Jenkins is going to go through. See the thumbs up from our starter, and off we go. So I think, well, what has happened here? A very slow start. Liam's going to probably question that if there's an issue later on. And off we go. The AE86 Two Rooks Kohler machine of Joel Patterson. A nice start to his battle here between himself and Liam Burke. Liam Burke trying to close up the gap as they go through that V-Energy inside clip and head up to the big right-hander. Coming through Turbo Smart. Inside clip at this point here. Looks like Liam Burke's more on that clip than Joel Patterson is, but a nice first up battle. Pointed in the right direction before, of course, gassing it up, and we'll throw in a couple of Super 6s to warm those rear tyres up. Of course, the Mimico Ryco 24/7 RB30 power plant under the bonnet of that S14, moving into lead position. Dave Stedman, now he's going to go up against the Parts Trader NZ S14, normally running the Hartley engines of Motorsport V12, but today those rear tyres have been strapped onto Chad McKenzie's Cactus Vape. That's the Aaron Hyatt machine that we saw in Pro Sport coming to the podium. Of course, for both sponsors, Jaron Olive Croner will be attempting to do the same today. Top position he's had was at his home round in the Manawa 2. That's where we've got our grand final. I think it was last year, finishing in 4th position. He'll be wanting to take a step up the ranks, at least 1 or 2 today. Can he do it with Dave Stedman leading the way? It's RB versus 2JZ as they both set themselves up for the turn, and huge angle, huge lock for Dave Stedman, and he may have run well. Jaron O'Connor probably lucky to actually hold on to that car. I thought he might have straightened up, but managed to dial on the angle and has over-rotated. Dave Stedman needs to finish off the section, and he is going to go through with a huge points advantage coming into their second half of their battle. So finishing the section, hitting Croner will lead out Dave Stedman. It's the Cactus Vape machine, of course, normally Parts Trader NZ on the side of that car there. Same car, different motor. Same chassis, sorry, but Jaron's car parked in the pits today, so Jaron pushing out wide as he goes through the first run. Not his car, although it's the same chassis, so at times it can be difficult. As, oh, Dave Stedman, what's happened? Was that 2 wheels off? It might, I don't think it's going to be, unless he's put 3 wheels off, that should be enough. All right, so Stedman slide left, Jaron O'Connor slide right. Dave Stedman gets 1 tick from Dunker, 2 ticks is Mackey, 3 ticks Zach Pole. Dave Stedman will go through. So Dave Stedman is going to go up against none other than Adam Davies. All right, second half of the battle between Joel Patterson and the measure up for S13 of birthday boy Liam Burke. Liam Burke drives on out into the left-hander. Very shallow line, not a lot of angle for the chase car as we work our way through into the sweeper here at Hampton Downs. Patterson really tried to close the gap by shallowing up through. Let's have a look. Joel Patterson on the left-hand side, Liam Burke on the right, Brendon Dunker, Dan Mackey, Zach Poe, our judges today. 1, 2, 3 strikes in favour of Liam Burke. Liam Burke will go through into the top 16. So Liam Burke will go up against none other than Fanger Dan Woolhouse. All right, we've got Jerry Zoo. This time he's on the right-hand side. He'll be going up against Vincent Langhorn in the Euphoric Motorsport, the brand new C33 Laurel. Vincent, he's the king of angle, and he does hit again, trying to back that car in. Here comes Jerry Zoo. Oh, what have you done, Vinny? Jerry Zoo does it because he is the chase driver, does not need to actually complete this lap, but stays hammered down, finishing the section. And I wonder if that was a mechanical issue. The closest thing we have to two wheels is Fanger Dan and that RTR Mustang running 3. So there we see it, the mechanical 5 minutes for Vincent Langhorn, which will see little Stewie Baker line up and take on Dane Templeman. Dane Templeman, as I mentioned earlier, went through and had a replacement engine overnight, so that team burning the midnight oil. Dane Templeman, of course, running the FD-RX-7 for many, many years, moving into the E46 BMW a couple of years ago, running a measly 850 horsepower. Of course, we're used to seeing him in a 1200 horsepower 2JZ-powered V8. But of course, it's the top 16, coming to the tail end of the top 16, and it's Dane Templeman in the E46 BMW who will lead out little Stewie Baker in the Link ECU S13. So the NZ Motor Oil's 2JZ power plant firing it through the first turn. Stewie Baker suddenly lost in the smoke. Big gap formed between these two drivers as the E46 BMW races away. And I can tell you shortly we're going to catch up with, I'm sure most of the whānau probably here watching. A few people at home just seen Jordan flash out on screen. We've got little Stewie Baker going up against Dane Templeman. I'm guessing that in a couple of years' time we'd like to see you out here at the pros.
Yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully we'll give it another year in Pro Sport, see how we go. This year's just for fun, I guess. Well,
it's always fun to see. So little Stewie Baker hitting an inside clip as it comes through to the left-hand sider. Comes through and hits that inside clip through V Energy and switches over to ride out. A lot of speed in a track like this, Jordan. You, of course, have done the 2 concrete jungles at Bay Park and, of course, Wellington. Now you get to actually put the foot. All right, well, here we go. Dane Templeman slide left. Stewie Baker slide right. We've got 2 drivers move in favour of Dane Templeman. OMT for Dan Mackey, but 2 sending left will be enough for Dane Templeman to go through. So Dane Templeman will go on to face, I don't know, he's got it down here, Andrew Redwood. But this is the second half of the battle between the NOB Building Supplies S15 of Jerry Zoo going up against the Euphoric Motorsport C33 Laurel of Vincent Langhorn. Langhorn tries to back that car in. Is he going to hit the back bumper of that S15? He'll certainly try. Dirt turbo, left rear tyre, certainly scrubbing the dirt. And comes through, and I think that's going to be all she wrote for Jerry Zoo. I think he's going to certainly grab this one after a mistake with Vincent Langhorn in the first half of that battle, Jordan. Well, let's have a look and see. It's going to be 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes in favour of Jerry Zoo. Jerry Zoo will move through to the top 16. So look, that is the end of our end of this half of the day for us with the live stream side of things. Again, Jordan, look, a big congratulations to you, mate. What have we got Matty Hill out there? I think Matty's possibly just doing some skids. We haven't got Matty. Okay. So this is just testing for these guys here. Mate, look, you've got a huge number of sponsors, VIP, etc. on the side. I mean, there's probably a few thank yous.
Yeah, man, everyone that supports us, helped us, you know, get the car back to where it's got to be for the track days and stuff like that. BD Motorsports, always on time, always does the good work. I can't help but thank to all my team at Hobby Tyres, Puni, Hayden, everyone that gets in there, gets their hands dirty, man.
Of course, mate. Look, man, again, a big congratulations to you, brother. Of course, this man here taking his very first ever Pro Sport Championship win. Of course, Pro Sport brought to us by Turbo Smart. Jordan Joyce, you were number one, mate. Congratulations again to you, bro. To you guys who are at home, we're going to cut off the live stream. Thanks for joining us. Come back in about 20 minutes' time. Check out our Facebook page, and we'll come back with the pit walk, etc. My chat, hopefully, with a few of the drivers. And if you're watching here, get down into the pits, meet your favourite drivers. Meet this man right here, Jordan Joyce, winner of the Pro Sport Championship. We're back with you soon.
In the industry, your wear head is always smooth.